Auzubillahiminash-shaytanir-rajeem. Bismillahir-rahmanir-rahim. Assalamu alaikum. We have discussed about the salient features of the second class of plants, that is bryophytes. Today we will take up the third class of plants, that is pteridophytes. This pteridophytes term, it has been derived from two Greek words. Pteron means feather and phytes means plants. So we can say the term pteridophytes means plants with feather-like fronds. Plants with feather-like fronds, that is leaves. These are the plants which possess feather-like leaves, which we call as fronds, and these are also called as ferns. Ferns. And this group of plants, that is pteridophytes, it is also known as ferns. Now, the term pteridophytes was coined by Haeckel. It was coined by Haeckel in 1866. Term pteridophytes was coined by Haeckel in 1866. These pteridophytes, these are the most primitive vascular plants. Vascular plants. What we can say, these are the first vascular plants. These are the most primitive vascular plants. They are also known as vascular cryptogams. Pteridophytes are also known as vascular cryptogams. Okay, cryptogams is the group of plants without seeds, yani non-seeded plants. And this is the only group of cryptogams which possess vascular tissues. क्योंकि क्रिप्टोगैम्स मज अलगी ब्रायोफाइटा तो टेरिडोफाइटा अलगी तो ब्रायोफाइटा मज नो वैस्कुलर टिश्यू and it is the only group, that is pteridophyta, of the cryptogam group which possess vascular tissue. That is why we call them as vascular cryptogams. And it has been placed in the group Trachyophyta along with gymnosperms and angiosperms. Because of the presence of this vascular tissue, it has been placed in the group Trachyophyta along with gymnosperms and angiosperms because of the presence of vascular tissues. Now another thing, like bryophytes, on one hand it resembles with higher plants, that is gymnosperms and angiosperms, in possessing vascular tissues, but on the other hand, like bryophytes, pteridophytes also require water for fertilization. They also require water for fertilization, that is sexual reproduction. And so these pteridophytes, this group, they are also known as amphibians of the plant kingdom. And like bryophytes, they are also known as amphibians of the plant kingdom. And amphibians of the plant kingdom. Now, in comparison to bryophytes, this pteridophytes is a smaller group. And bryophytes, let's compare with bryophytes. This is a smaller group comprising of about only 400 genera and 10,500 species. If compare bryophyta bryophyta is a board group, it is smaller than bryophytes, comprising of about only 400 genera and 10,500 species. These pteridophytes, these are the first successful land plants. First successful land plants. These are the first land plants and are hence very important from the point of view of evolution. These are the first land plants, first successful land plants. So they are very important from the point of evolution. From bryophytes have given rise to pteridophytes. Though bryophytes are also considered to be terrestrial plants, land plants, but they are not successful land plants. These pteridophytes are the first land plants, so they are very important from the point of evolution. And evolution बुनियाद पर they form an important this point, this important group, which is very important from the point of evolution, because these are the first land plants. Now, these pteridophytes, they are the first land plants. So what we call them as, they form the opening phase of land plants, opening phase of opening phase of vascular plants, opening phase of vascular plants. क्योंकि लैंड प्लांट ब्रायोफाइट्स मगर सक्सेसफुल मगर ये vascular tissue कत pteridophytes are the first vascular plants, so we call them as, they form the opening phase of vascular plants and are also known as vascular amphibians or vascular cryptogams. یِمن چھِ أسۍ vascular amphibians تہِ وَنان vascular cryptogams تہِ وَنان کیازِ برایوفایٹن تہِ چھِ أسۍ amphibians وَنان یعنی which require water for fertilization. یِم تہِ چھِ fertilization مگر یِمن چھِ vascular tissue اسلیے چھِ وَنان vascular amphibians چوٗنکہِ یِمن چھِ أسۍ وَنان vascular cryptogams تہِ. And these pteridophytes, they are also known as botanical snakes. They are also known as botanical snakes. یِمن چھِ أسۍ وَنان botanical snakes تہِ. وۄنۍ ییٚلہِ یِہُنٛد لایف سایکل أسۍ وٕچھان چھُ, life cycle is pteridophyte it shows a distinct alternation of generation. Like other plants, it shows also a distinct heteromorphic alternation of generation. And the two generations, that is gametophytic and sporophytic generations, and the two haploid and diploid generations, they are heteromorphic, they are morphologically different. But here the main plant body is sporophytic. Bryophyton was main plant body gametophytic. Here the main plant body is sporophytic, that it is diploid. It is diploid, and this phase is independent, autotrophic, and dominant phase in the life cycle. This sporophytic phase produces spores. These spores germinate to produce the gametophytic phase, that is haploid phase, called prothallus. This prothallus, it is small, short-lived. And bears sex organs. And you gametophytic phase, yeah, short, small, short-lived, but it possesses the sex organs. It bears the sex organs. Important feature pteridophyte gametophyte that also lives independently, though for a short period of time, but it lives independently. In all other plants, either gametophytic phase is independent or sporophytic phase is independent, but here both the phases are independent, but the dominant phase, the major phase, that is sporophytic. Gametophytic phase is small, which is known as prothallus. It is small and short-lived and bears sex organs. This is all about the introduction of pteridophytes. Now, in the next lecture, we will discuss the silent features of this group. This is all for today. Thank you.